Excuse my tired looking face, but I'm having one of those rough days of arthritis. I don't know what's going on, but ever since I had my last miscarriage, my health has just been like up and down and up and down. And even though I'm already eating healthy, and I'll also started to exercise, so I don't know what's going on. But I wanted to document this day because I know one day I'm not gonna have arthritis because my body's gonna heal itself. And I want to look back at this video and appreciate where I will be, because I always see myself in the future and my future self as somebody that is thriving in health and not suffering from an illness. So right now I woke up today with a lot of pain, and this is for those of you guys who don't know what arthritis is. Arthritis is inflammation in the body. And right now I feel it in my hands mostly recently. It's been attacking my hands. You guys can kind of see it. Here's the worst right here, and then these two have been recent since my miscarriage. I didn't have this before my miscarriage, but after my miscarriage he's been kind of acting up, which the food that I ate when I was pregnant, this last pregnancy, probably has a lot to do with that too, because I ate so bad. That's the one thing I don't like about pregnancy as well, that I crave unhealthy foods and I can't stop myself from eating the unhealthy foods because I'm so hungry all the time. But this video is just going to be the reality of what I go through with arthritis. You know, I woke up this morning and my brain felt like pain because of inflammation probably in my brain, and then my hands felt also very stiff and achy. My right foot also hurt a lot. I was limping. Tony had to not go to work because of all of this, which phone felt. As I was saying, Tony had to stay from work. He had because I couldn't really take care of Logan, and my babysitter was not scheduled for today, so I needed him because I could barely move this morning because of arthritis. The reality of having arthritis is excruciating. It's painful. It's emotional. I've never spoken about how I feel about having this disease, but I don't like people to feel bad for me, because I don't feel bad for myself. But I mean, I do feel bad for myself when I feel like this, but I've come to a place there where I understand that things happen for a reason. But when you're going through the pain of it, it sucks. I've gone through this for years. You know, I'm 31 now. I've had it since I was 17. And I've suffered a lot because of the pain. And I know that there's people that are suffering more with more illnesses, but it's a lot of pain, you know? It is a lot of pain. The best that I've felt since I got diagnosed is when I started getting healthy. I started eating healthy food, started exercising consistently. That's the time that I felt like my best self. I saw a lot of progress, and seeing my holistic doctor, that was also another thing that helped me. So I think I mentioned before in my videos, that my previous videos recently, that I stopped seeing my holistic doctor when I was pregnant because I didn't want to take my supplements anymore because they were nasty to me while I was pregnant. And I was like, why am I gonna continue seeing my holistic doctor right now if I'm not able to back it up with the food and the exercise because I'm pregnant? So everything kind of went really, you know, unhealthy mode, and I think that's what I'm suffering now, the consequences of all those months of not eating well and not exercising and just being pregnant. That's the reality of arthritis. But on the bright side, I love my hair. I cut it yesterday and I just love it. I mean, look at it. And Logan barely, you know, pulls it because it's so short. He has nothing to pull when he's like climbing all over me. So I love it. And it's just like so young and fresh and alive. And I prayed before the lady cut my hair. I prayed. I was like, God, please give me the best hairstylist in the place that I went to. And, you know, bless her hands to cut it how I'm going to love it. And God answered, because I totally loved it. She even did some layers and thinned it out a little bit because I have thick hair. So the last time I cut it, it looked very like, so because my hair is very voluminous. So I was like, when you cut it short, please make layers and thin it out, because then it's gonna look like super bobby, and I don't like that. I want it to look a little thinner for when I like sleek it down when I put gel in it. And she definitely did, and she even did some front layers here on my grays, my natural grays that I love. We decided to keep those. She added just toner back here because I do have some grays back here and they're all over the place. They're not in order like these are. And so she put some toner and we left the grays because I was like, if I want to dye them, I'll dye them later. But right now, I think I'm going to keep them. And so I really love these grays, and a lot of people do give me compliments about them, so I'm like, why not keep them? So anyways, this is gonna be a lot of talking video, because I just wanted to document this, you know, this day that I'm declaring is gonna be a wonderful day, and I've been declaring that, even though I feel so I feel better than the morning, but the morning was like I could barely like do anything. Tony had to make my smoothie. That's how bad it was. I've been laying in bed since the morning, and it is 1:31 right now. So yeah, so living with RA is not easy, but I've learned ways of how to make myself feel better health-wise, and foods are a big aspect of that. Like, I eat a lot of anti-inflammatory foods, and I basically stay away from all my food sensitivities, which I can show you guys. It's a big list. And basically veggies are great for my body. They love it. And fruit is also good, but not too much because sugar causes inflammatory. So it's complicated with me, but I try my best to find the best foods and try to make it where I love it and everything. And it takes a lot of experimenting. And sometimes experimenting causes my body to react and have inflammation, because I didn't think it was going to cause inflammation, and then it does, and I'm like, oh, I got to stay away from that. So it's a little complicated, but I'm glad I'm alive. I'm glad I'm breathing. I'm glad I'm even able to record this video, and I know there's other people that are suffering more than me, so I'm grateful that I'm able to be here and breathe the beautiful air of today. I love them. My water. So right now I'm just gonna make some turkey for myself because Tony had to go do an estimate. So I'm gonna try to set this phone down to record me. Hopefully it stays. I need to buy like a good stand to stand and record me. There you go. So I have a cabinet open and some condiments are holding the phone. So I'm making this turkey, ground turkey. It's something that I always make, and it's a safe thing that I can always eat, and I know for sure it's not going to cause inflammation. So here's a list of things that I cannot eat. So here, let me put it near. So up here, even my pinky has inflammation right now. It sucks. So the blue is low food sensitivity, yellow is mild, and red is like severe. So I can definitely not eat eggs for sure. Milk is another no, except blue cheese. I never eat blue cheese, but I have to start eating it because that's the only cheese I can eat. Almost. Here it is. I want to show you guys here. No chicken. Everything else I can eat. Pork, beef. For fish, I can eat fish. Almost all. The only section that has the least sensitivities is the fruit section. If you guys can see that. And kiwi and watermelon are one of my favorites. But it's okay. I can eat banana. But I have a lot of food sensitivities, and basically if I eat them, it causes inflammation, and inflammation causes pain in my body, and pain causes me to not be able to move. This is what I made myself right now, a turkey salad, because this is what always makes me feel better, these types of foods. So we're gonna go ahead and eat that right now. I was sitting here thinking, what is the last thing I would like to share about living with rheumatoid arthritis? And the thought that came to my mind was one occasion when I was so frustrated with the pain and having to live with arthritis. It was so hard for me. I felt like I was in a prison of illness, like I had no way out, and just like not being able to function like a normal human being, to move my arms, my hands, to carry things, to do things on my own, it feels like a jail. And I'm sure a lot of people have gone through something like that, maybe, or maybe not. But the thing I wanted to talk about to finish this video is, if you do suffer from any inflammatory disease, rheumatoid arthritis, or anything, there is a way out. And I'm so grateful that God has led me to learn about health and food, how food is medicine, and exercise. But also be patient, because the healing process in your body can take time. It can be slow sometimes because of so many years of, bad habits, bad eating habits, bad exercise habits, stress habits. There's a lot to it. So just be patient with yourself if you're going through something like that. It's something that I try to do daily with myself. And now I'm sharing, more about this because I feel like I should. So yeah, I'm working to better my health every day, and I hope you are too, because everything that you eat, everything that you think, everything that you take action towards matters, and it has a result. So I know one day I'm going to look back on this video and I'm going to be like, wow, I'm so proud of how far I've come in my health. And I would like for you too, that whoever you are watching, for you to feel the same way if you're going through some health issues. And it is possible. There's answers to everything. We just have to find them. And so it may feel like you're in a prison sometimes if you're going through illness or anything like similar to that. But there is a way out. There's always a way out. And if you ask God to show you that way out, He'll show it to you. And just be patient, because sometimes the answer doesn't come like night and day. Sometimes you have to go through a journey, just like me. I'm going through my health journey still. But I also want to help people along the way on my journey there. I don't want to just come on here and be like, oh, I'm super healthy, I can help you. No, I want to show you the reality. I want to show everybody the reality of the struggles that I still go through. So even with all the ups and downs of being pregnant and then losing a baby, and I just want to show that, to show the reality and be able to show people this is the real journey for me. And so I feel like that's more relatable to people than just showing the perfect side of it, or the positive side of it. So I hope this was helpful for somebody. I know not everybody is interested in this type of videos, but I know there's a few that are, and maybe many, I don't know, that maybe can relate to all of this. And so I hope you guys are having a great day. Today's a beautiful day where I live at, and the sun is shining, the weather is beautiful. It's not too hot, not too cold. So enjoy today. There's always ways to change your focus of the negative things that happen in your life. Also, I'm grateful for God that He always looks out for me on these days sometimes that nobody knows that I'm going through pain with arthritis. but God knows, and he always somehow sends somebody to help me, or somebody to show his love through that person. My mom texted me today, and she said, why don't you bring Logan over so he can spend time with his cousin Belen? And so I was like, this is perfect timing, because I don't have my babysitter today and I'm feeling horrible, and Tony had to go to an estimate at 3. So it's like I would have had to take care of him right now if my mom wouldn't have texted me to take care of him out of her, So it's just like God always knows how to look out for me in those days, and I'm most grateful for that aspect. Today I watched a video on a doctor that I follow on Instagram, Dr. Amin. I don't know if you guys have heard of him, probably have. But he was talking about how focusing on the positive things in your life intentionally can change so many things in your body, in your brain. And so instead of going through the same pattern that I usually go to when I feel sick, I decided today that I was going to focus on the good things today, on the positive things. And the positive things that happened to me up to now today are that my husband was able to help me today. He was able to not go to work to help me, because I couldn't even do my breakfast this morning because of how I was feeling. So I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful for him taking care of Logan too, because he does a lot for me because of my arthritis issues. Showers Logan. He does a lot of the physical hand things that you need to do with a child that are difficult for me sometimes because my hands can hurt. And so I'm super grateful for that. And I'm grateful that I'm feeling better. And I'm grateful that my health is improving, because it is. It's just, it's a process. I'm grateful that the sun is shining. I'm grateful that I can record this video. And I'm grateful that there's people like you that watches this video and can maybe learn something, or maybe relate to something, or maybe just find it somewhat entertaining. But anyways, I hope that you have a wonderful day, and I will see you guys in the next video.